Hey, good afternoon, River Church. Pastor Josh here with the Thursday afternoon building update. I've got some good news, I've got some bad news, and I want to push back a little bit against something that I think we kind of believe, and it's just not true. Here's the good news. Justin is preaching on Sunday. That's amazing. I love to hear him do the announcements. I love to hear him preach even more. So that's the good news. The bad news is the reason he's preaching is because I'm home quarantining. Sunday afternoon, Trish and I spent basically the whole afternoon with people who were COVID positive but didn't know it until Monday, and here we are. So we've been exposed to COVID, we're quarantining, and we'll be testing, and when we have a negative test result, we'll be back and up and running, but that means this weekend you're not going to see us at church. So good news, Justin is preaching, yay! Bad news, I'm sidelined for a little bit, and that's frustrating. But here's what I'd like to push back about a little bit. We like to believe this thought, and it doesn't come from the Bible, it comes from a movie, and the thought is, if you build it, they will come. This is my little building update. I think a lot of us like to think that, when we move into 32 School Street, we're going to experience growth and it's going to be amazing and there's going to be lots of new and exciting things going on because people are going to show up because we built it. So sure, curiosity, looky-loos, whatever, I get it. But the long story short, I don't believe it's true. Here's why. I'm standing in front of a tree fort that I built for my sons 15 years ago, okay? My thought was, if I built a tree fort, they would play in it. And what we found out was that we built this tree fort. It's a really nice tree fort. It's got 2 levels to it. The first level is enclosed with windows. The top level is a fighting deck where you can squirt people with Nerf guns or whatever, right? Or shoot people with Nerf darts, rather. I built the tree fort. It's hardly ever been played in. Why was that? Because my boys wanted to be where Trish and I were, and we weren't hanging out with them in the tree fort, and so they didn't use it very much. So if you build it, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to play in it. Now, if Trish and I had set up tea parties and campouts and, Nerf battles in the tree fort, the boys would have absolutely been there, and this thing would have been utilized a lot more than it has over the past 15 years. Just because we're building a new church doesn't mean people are going to automatically come to it and give their lives to make saving decisions of faith in Jesus Christ, okay? But here is what will happen when we move into 32 School Street. I think one of 2 things needs to happen, and I'd like you to be praying for the next few months about what your role is when we are able to move into 32 School Street. One thing that should happen is we should be praying about what kind of programming would you like to provide? Are there things that you're excited about that you would like to invite your friends to come and do, but you just don't have a safe, clean, neutral place to do it in? And how nice would it be to have a classroom, a conference room, an auditorium, a cafe area, or whatever, and you'd be able to do the thing. So some of you need to be praying about being a programmer. There's something that you'd like to do, community-based or Bible-based or whatever, and you just need a place to do it. Perfect. Be praying about that. You're a programmer. You're a provider. Others of us, and here's what I'd like you to be praying about, is you're not that personality. Like, you don't have any grand ideas for how to get 6 of your friends together to come and do a thing that you can introduce the gospel to them with, but you'd love to work with someone who does. You're a partner. And so some of us need to be praying about what we would like to be providing using 32 School Street. Others of us need to be praying about what we would like to partner with somebody. And here's what I'd like you to do. 2 things. Pray. Answer the question, are you a programmer or are you a partner? And then do something about it. Make a phone call and say, hey, I have an exciting idea about something we can do at River Church when it opens. Would you come and partner with me? Or, hey, I can't wait for River Church to open up. It's going to happen in a few months. It's going to be amazing. I would love to partner with you. Any thoughts about what we could do together? Does that kind of help? And so if we build it, it doesn't mean they're going to come, but if we provide gospel-centered programming, then absolutely we will be using 32 School Street to the utmost of our ability and leveraging it for the kingdom. So I hope you're encouraged by that. The good news, the bad news, just as preaching, yay. Bad news, we're quarantining, boo. And let me push back. Just because we build it doesn't mean they're going to come, but it's an opportunity to either provide or partner with gospel programming. You pray about it, and we'll see how the Lord provides in the weeks and months to come. I'll see you virtually this weekend.